Okay, so I'm here with Thomas at the Razer booth, kind of behind closed doors, sort of, to have another look at Project Fiona. We had it demonstrated before, but you're here to go more in depth. So first of all, tell us the whole thought process behind a project like this.
So Project Fiona was designed as the world's first tablet specifically designed for PC gaming. So what we mean is this is a Windows operating system running on here. This is latest Core i7 architecture from Intel and a high-end discrete GPU capable of playing the latest games. So we're playing core PC games running locally right here on this system, and I'll show you a demo of this. But essentially, we're able to have a mobile gaming experience with all the power and capabilities that you would expect out of a typical high-end gaming notebook, just in this 10-inch form factor. So it resembles a tablet, but it kind of defies that convention of a typical tablet. You think about tablets as a one-handed device that I hold on to, and maybe I'm playing Angry Birds or Plants vs. Zombies or something. That's fine. There's a lot of folks out here with Android tablets, but that's not where Razer's customers are at, and that's not where our interests lie. We're really interested in hardcore PC games and finding where is it that I can take hardcore PC gaming. So what we're showing today is the Razer software that's running on top of the operating system. So I'm actually running Windows underneath, and then I have our shell on top of this that allows me to access all the features and functionality of the tablet. And then I've got some software in here that essentially allows you to remap these controls. So just like all of the other keyboards and mice and peripherals that Razer sells, we've got these controls here that can be remapped into the game. So if you want to be able to have macros and all that functionality, we could build all that into the controls and then have it all synchronized up into the cloud with Synapse 2.0. So I'll just launch Space Marine here to give you an idea of what the gameplay is like. So again, this is latest generation Intel Core i7 architecture. Plenty of... Absolutely. I mean, a design like this, when you're designing for mobility, you got to have SSD. Same thought process went into Blade. We recently made the announcement about the updates to Blade to have SSD in them. We really felt like that was an important decision for mobile platforms, not just for the fast load times, but also for the data security to make sure that you're not having any issues with the hard drive with rotating disks. So I'm going to jump right into the game here to give you an idea of what the gameplay is like. So the controls that I'm using here are mapped very similar to that which you would see on like an Xbox 360. You've got the movement bound to the left stick and the aiming on the right stick, and then I've got various shoot on the trigger and the buttons mapped to the different melee moves. But that's infinitely configurable. So however, whatever style of gameplay that our customers like, they're going to be able to map into these controls. So they'll be able to have the full access to Razer software to be able to build macros and have those accessible within the game and do it in a game-specific way. And then we'll allow them to build profiles so that they can go through and have specific, maybe on a per character basis, for example, have the games have specific controls mapped to whatever it is that's comfortable for them. So again, it's a prototype. It's just a concept. It's one of those things that we like to show to get an idea of people's reactions and to learn a little bit about how we can improve the gaming experience and create better gaming platforms.
Have you thought about how you're gonna, I'll almost say, educate people about this project? Because as you said before, usually when talking about gaming on a pad like this today, people think of iPad, people think of Android pads, and that's something completely else than this, because this is a PC, right? Right.
Well, and it defies convention. Conventional tablets are getting thinner and lighter, and more and more days of battery life. We really wanted to use that kind of form factor in terms of maybe the XY dimensions, right, for the screen resolution, the screen size. But we wanted to pack enough power in here to be able to bring games that you've never seen on this form factor before. So could you play some Angry Birds and these kinds of things on an iPad or casual titles? Absolutely. But we want to bring hardcore PC games to this form factor.
And the hardware, as I take it, isn't locked yet, right?
Right. So this is a prototype. It's a concept. We're continuing to monitor technology trends, looking at the latest greatest technologies and how to integrate that into our roadmap. So as we look at what the right launch time frame is for this, and we're trying to intersect that with the greatest technology, we want to make sure that we introduce the right high performance components to go into here in order to launch and deliver the best experiences, not just for the best games today. Those really hardcore titles that are really challenging and require high-end PC components, but the games of tomorrow.
Also, do you have a goal with regards to battery time?
So yeah, we're targeting a little under 2 hours, but it really depends on the components that we end up with. So we want to have people be able to game for a few hours on this unit, but we'll see ultimately what the dimensions of this and so forth end up panning out to be.
And since this is just running your usual Windows, it comes with all the features of Windows. I take it that you'll be able to use it to watching movies and listening to music.
Absolutely. I mean, we have that capability built into our shell to be able to watch videos and so forth. But you could jump right out to Windows and essentially launch any other software, launch Internet Explorer and browse videos. You can watch movies, etc., streaming movie content if you'd like that. It's a Windows PC.
And is there a target for release yet?
It kind of depends on the feedback that we get. So we've gotten a lot of really good feedback so far, and we're taking that back to the labs to try to work on the design some more and understand how to integrate that feedback. I think if we were really optimistic with this kind of design, we could probably make it aggressively by the end of the year. But if we end up going back to the drawing board on mechanicals, for example, or retool a lot of make a lot of changes to it, it'll probably be a little further out.